Welcoming a new baby comes with countless questions, and one of the biggest surprises for many parents is how much time they'll spend checking diapers. Believe it or not, your baby's poop can tell you a lot about how breastfeeding is going. The color, texture, and frequency of bowel movements often provide valuable clues about your baby's health, hydration, and milk intake. If you've ever wondered whether what's in the diaper is normal, this guide will help you understand what to expect. During the first couple of days after birth, your baby will pass meconium, a thick, sticky, black or dark green stool. Meconium is made up of substances your baby swallowed in the womb, including amniotic fluid, mucus, and skin cells. This is completely normal and usually lasts for the first 24 to 48 hours. Frequent breastfeeding helps clear meconium more quickly, reducing the risk of newborn jaundice. As your milk begins to increase around days 3 to 5, your baby's stool will transition from black to greenish brown and then to yellow. These transitional stools are a reassuring sign that your baby is receiving more milk. You'll likely notice the texture becoming softer and less sticky each day. Once breastfeeding is well established, healthy breastfed baby poop is usually mustard yellow, loose, and often described as looking like cottage cheese or containing tiny seed-like particles. It may even have a slightly sweet smell rather than the strong odor many people associate with stool. This appearance is considered completely normal and is actually a sign that breast milk is being digested efficiently. The number of dirty diapers also matters. During the first month, many breastfed babies have at least 3 to 4 substantial bowel movements every day, although some may poop after nearly every feeding. Around 6 weeks of age, it's also normal for some exclusively breastfed babies to go several days without pooping because breast milk is digested so completely. As long as the stool remains soft when it finally appears and your baby is feeding well, gaining weight, and producing plenty of wet diapers, this usually isn't a cause for concern. Green poop can worry many parents, but it isn't always a problem. Sometimes green stools simply result from rapid digestion or a baby consuming a larger amount of formilk before reaching the richer hind milk. In other cases, green stools may occur after illness, certain medications, or iron supplements. If green poop is persistent and accompanied by poor weight gain, excessive fussiness, or blood, it's worth discussing with your healthcare provider or a lactation consultant. Occasional mucus in the stool can happen, especially if your baby has swallowed extra saliva while teething or recovering from a mild illness. However, repeated mucus, blood, or black stools after the meconium period deserve prompt medical evaluation. White, gray, or chalk-colored stools are also considered abnormal and require immediate attention because they may indicate liver or bile duct problems. Another thing parents often notice is watery poop. Breastfed baby stools are naturally loose, so they can easily be mistaken for diarrhea. True diarrhea usually involves a sudden increase in frequency, very watery stools, and may be accompanied by fever, poor feeding, or signs of dehydration. If you're unsure, contact your pediatrician. Constipation is actually uncommon in exclusively breastfed babies. If your baby's stool remains soft, even after several days without a bowel movement, constipation is unlikely. True constipation involves hard, dry, pellet-like stools that are difficult or painful to pass. It's important to look at the whole picture rather than focusing on a single diaper. A baby who is feeding frequently, seems satisfied after most feedings, has plenty of wet diapers, gains weight appropriately, and appears alert is usually getting enough breast milk, even if their poop pattern changes from day to day. Every baby develops their own normal rhythm over time. Learning what's typical for your little one can give you confidence and help you recognize when something truly needs medical attention. Remember, diapers provide helpful clues, but they are only one part of assessing your baby's overall well-being. Thank you for watching Pump with Isabella. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe for more evidence-based breastfeeding tips, newborn care advice, and practical support to help you enjoy a confident breastfeeding journey.